Hi everyone, I'm Miss Chrissy D with the PNK Files, your emergency kit to life. And this is Darlene Turner with Victim to Victory. And today, Darlene is going to teach me how to get a little more in tune with my intuition.
Hi everyone. So we're going to use a pendulum today, and it looks like this, although you can have a necklace with something on the bottom. Whatever you do, you can have a chain with a crystal on the bottom. They actually sell pendulums. It's out there a little bit everywhere. And what we're going to do is program this pendulum to tap into your higher self, which is your intuition. Another word for it. So you hold that pendulum nice in your hand. You're going to just kind of blow on it, and you're going to say, set your intention for this pendulum of, I only want to connect to my higher self.
I only want to connect to my higher self,
My highest good.
my highest good,
And my alignment with Source.
and my alignment with Source.
Okay, so now you've programmed that pendulum to be connected to your higher self, which is your intuition, and to the guidance of whatever the word you want to do. I use Source because that's kind of what I do, but you could say Creator, you could say God, you could say Spirit, you could say whatever. That's connecting you to something more than just our human earthly self, right? All right. Now, one of the first most important thing is before you even start, you're well hydrated. Now, you need to decide how you want your pendulum to work, because you're going to set the intention. So if you want, I'll just hold your pendulum for just a second. So here's an example. My yeses go clockwise like a clock, right? And my no's, they go back and forth like that. So it's going to be up to you how you want your pendulum. What do you want for your yeses?
Positive to go clockwise, my yeses, and my no's to go anti-clockwise,
Okay.
because no's backwards.
All right. So you're telling your pendulum that.
Pendulum, I want my yeses, my positive, to go clockwise, forward like a clock, and my no's to go backwards.
Okay. And then another thing to add to this is your neutral is back and forth then.
And my neutral is back and forth.
So when you're switching from that yes to the no, that you have sort of that middle line of back and forth, because sometimes there's no answer, or the answer is not clear, or something that it's going to go back and forth, so that you know, okay, the answer is not available, or maybe I need water, or whatever it is.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. So here we go. You ready? Let's see. Make a positive statement. Like, I suggest something like your name, or something that you're for sure positive about.
Okay.
So when you're asking a question, start it swinging neutral. Okay? Now go ahead.
Okay. My birthday is October 10th.
It's starting to swing in a clockwise direction. Sometimes it takes a second or so to switch from neutral to
Okay, I'm totally impressed now. Wow. I did
Okay.
not think that would happen. I am making sure my hand is completely. Okay.
pretty cool.
And for those that want to buy me presents, you now know my birthday.
Woohoo! All right, so let's do the forward swing again, just to start it at neutral.
Okay.
Now let's create a no question, for sure, a no question. I live in Russia. I don't know, like whatever is a no question for you.
I live in Russia.
And it's now still swinging back and forth, but it's got
Going.
this,
It's going sideways.
yeah.
It and the sideways is is going anti-clockwise.
Yeah, there it's switching. It, like I said, when we're kind of new at it, it's still working on the
Oh, there it's going.
answers.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Look at that. Huh. Wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it.
So this is a great tool if you're looking for what am I allergic to? Is this food healthy for me? Just kind of those basic things to start out with. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll be taking it on a date.
Yeah.
Is this man good for me?
So we're back straight and forward. Now I just want to share a little bit. When you're first starting out, don't go for is this guy good for me, because actually if you need a pendulum that question, he's probably not good for you. But if you use it for is this food, I want to make another statement in this, is that instead of a question, making it more of a statement, because statements have power, more power than a question. So when you're wording what you want to ask the pendulum, you want to make it a statement so that it has more power. Like
I am powerful.
Big circles on that one. Big circles on that one.
Cool. Okay.
Like I could say for food, you could say this food is beneficial for my body. So that you have a statement rather than is this food beneficial. You just state this food is beneficial for my body. Then you create a clear statement and a clear answer for the pendulum. All right. How do you feel about that?
Very interesting. I have to say I'm pretty surprised. I'm pretty shocked that this worked.
And it takes practice, because it might be something new that you haven't really done before.
Nope.
And so it takes building a relationship with it. That's how I feel with my pendulum. I'm actually building a relationship with this pendulum. It's a tool for me to use for my intuition. Now, I want to teach another technique. Maybe you're not quite getting answers, or it's not feeling right, or you don't have a pendulum, or whatever that may be for you, that we can do a sway test for you. And this one, you're actually asking your body. So stand with me. You can hold your pendulum still. Are you in the camera there? Okay. We're going to stand, and you're going to take a breath, get into your heart. Now you're going to ask that positive question and see what happens with your body.
I am powerful.
Do you feel your body sway forward or backwards?
Forward.
So that would be your yes. Now you want to make a statement, excuse me, that is an absolute no answer for you.
I am weak.
Yeah, I seen the movement. She moved back. So yeah,
This is so wild.
you try that out when you're in the store next time. Maybe even when you're doing vitamins, or wondering, will this vitamin serve me or will it not? Except don't do a question, do a statement. But I'm producing it as a question because that's in your mind what you want to ask, right? Pretty much anything, even if it was a move, maybe you're gonna look at a place, you have 3 choices, and trying to decide between 3 different places and putting it as a statement, not a question. This place is the best place for me to live in. Something that is a positive statement. You don't want to do a negative statement, because the universe or higher self does not recognize the negative. So it needs to be in a positive direction, your question, statement.
So if I was to want to know about a job or moving somewhere, would I have to get real specific with it? Like, is this job moving to Paris good for me? Or this moving, so it would be moving to Paris for this job is good for me, right? Is that how?
Yeah. And
Beneficial.
I like to say in my highest and best good, because
Okay.
that, that's just me.
Right.
But you can word it however you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that because it makes it high. We want the best.
Exactly. We don't want to go by our, earthly, our experience, our human mind that only
Yeah.
sees through these lenses that
Yeah.
we see life through. We want to ask the bigger part of ourselves that sees everything. It can see all the future. It can see, everything. And then that's where we get our real answers from, and not from our filters of our experiences and our beliefs and our patterns and all these things, right?
Love it.
Yeah. How does that feel? Any questions, or besides the one you asked?
I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I'm pretty shocked. This is definitely real woo-woo for me, but I'm going to be using it and trying it more.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to take it one more step, or do you feel like that's enough?
Oh, let's go for it.
Okay. All right. So one more step farther is clearing energy. Maybe you're feeling really negative about a situation or mad about a situation. You can hold the pendulum using your hand underneath. So think of something that you feel really negative about, and you want to just clear that anger around it or something.
Okay.
Okay, your hand nice and close. And you may have to start, but what you want to do is swing your pendulum counterclockwise.
Oh,
Yep,
which
it's
is
okay.
my no.
There you go. Yeah, it's already doing it. Because when you're doing counterclockwise, you're actually creating a vortex of clearing. And it's going to clear out. And this works for like ghosts, spirits, anything like that, negative energy of anger, or you think of a situation and you just want to take that charge out, because we've talked a lot in our shows about bringing it to 0 point. So this actually clears our energy field. So if you think of the body as energetic, because it's actually been proven we're pure energy, the body. So you think of this pendulum being that vortex of clearing that out. It will start swinging big time. Like, I've done this with people and they're just like, oh my God, Darlene, this pendulum is like flying off the roof and I'm not even doing anything, right?
Yeah, I haven't been since I started.
So
Seems to stop a little bit when I start talking.
yeah, because
guess
then
it
you're
interrupts
not
the
in your
energy.
heart, right? You're not in the focus. You want to
Okay.
really take a breath, be nice and quiet within yourself, and think about that, so that you're clearing and creating this vortex. You can even visualize that in your mind, of the spin of lifting and releasing out. And then what you wait until that pendulum has come to a complete stop, which it has for her now. And then you want to put in some positive energy into that situation. So think of something positive that you want to replace that negative feeling, that negative experience, that whatever it is that you've been clearing, create a positive space for that. And then look, her pendulum is already starting to create that clockwise direction. And as you master this and get better at it, it just automatically does it. Like, it's pretty incredible.
Holy crap.
So she's putting positive affirmation into whatever it was that Miss Chrissy D was clearing. And it's flowing nicely. So you just hold that for a while as it's putting in that nice positive energy into that situation, into that emotion, into your field. And just be with that for a few minutes. Maybe just breathe with it. I like to think that it doesn't necessarily need to stop, but when you feel like, okay, I feel like this is running now and I'm good, then you can stop it. So that's your pendulum lesson of the day. How does that? Feels pretty empowering, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And make it your friend. Build a relationship. Get one that because I like to think it's almost like pets or something, that they choose you. So when you're finding this pendulum, make sure you really resonate with that pendulum, or maybe it's a necklace or a stone, whatever it is, so that you build that relationship. It's actually an extension of yourself, if you think of it that way, right? An extension of your intuition. Great. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Darlene Turner with Victim to Victory, creating your hero story.
And I'm Miss Chrissy D with the PNK Files. And come and visit us every Sunday at 10 a.m. for the new perspective on abuse, trauma, chronic pain, and the steps to a thriving and healthy life. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.